Hey everybody. Well, I thought I'd take another shot at one of these cool mega Pokemon building sets. They're kind of like Lego. The quality of these mega sets are pretty good. I've built several of these now, and I would say the quality of the pieces are very much like Lego. And I've been pretty impressed with these Pokemon ones, even though I'm not really into the theme, but I really like the characters. So, in the past, I've done a video of the animated working Pikachu, and then I also did the Doug Trio set. And here we've got the Golbat. Now, the Golbat, this is a relatively small set. As you can see, it's only got 318 pieces. But I just love the color of it. I like the way it looks. As I said, I'm not familiar with these characters because I've never played the game or seen any cartoons or anything. But I love that these things have a certain look to them. And I also like that they have motion. For instance, here you can see the wings are going to flap. I think he kind of goes up and down and the wings move as far as I can tell. And this also has a similar like base here where you can kind of see the interior and you can see how it works. Here's the animated Pikachu I did a video on. That one is really cool. I really like that one. That's probably my favorite. The Doug Trio, they're kind of cute looking. They go up and down when you push the button on them. But yeah, so this should be fun. Well, I guess we'll go ahead and get started on it. I think you've all seen the pieces before on other sets, so hopefully he's an easy build. All right, well, here he is all finished. It didn't take much to put him together. Like I said, it's a very small kit, but I love this. I love this character. I just like the way he looks. He's a cool looking bat. Like I said, I'm not familiar with this character or the theme. I'm just fascinated with the way the characters look, and I also just like the whole moving aspect of it. As you can see, he's a pretty cool looking bat. Starting with the base now, we can kind of see how this is all put together. Now, I love this kind of the way they made it look like the bottom of a cave. You got the stalagmites sticking up here. These pieces here are kind of rubbery and they're kind of soft. They kind of go around the whole thing. It almost looks like there's a little bit of maybe water or something that might be going down in there. I like the little pebble pieces that these mega sets have. That's the little button right there. That's the trigger. Now inside here you can see how it's windowed and you can see the internal workings. I always get confused on these sets as to whether the window goes in or out. It looks like they go in just from the drawing, meaning like the flat part goes towards the inside. That's what the way I built the Doug Trio set. So I just went ahead and went with it here, but it's really hard to tell sometimes. You get three different choices of nameplates that you can put on here. I just went ahead and went with the Golbat. And I just like the whole base. It doesn't take up a lot of room. As you can see, it's not a very big set. I mean, it's a pretty small looking thing. Here's another bit of mechanism. I'll show you how all of that works. Here's the struts that hold him up. And there's the back of him. These wings are cool. They're made of like a thin plasticky material, and you kind of pop them out of the little frame that they're on. And then they just connect right there with those little studs. I got mixed up when I was building this. I got the side panels a little too far back. I don't know why I screwed that up. Another thing that I got confused on is this middle strut. See how it's shorter? So in the instruction book, it shows the actual size, and I'm like, well, how come it looks longer the way I built it? Well, I didn't realize that this strut actually goes further down inside these pieces. I thought where they stayed is where they stuck. So I got a little mixed up with that, and it's not going to work right unless that one is shorter. But you can kind of see how it's connected to his body right there. So I finally figured it out and got that right. I love his feet. I like the way his feet are done. They got those cool little rounded tip pieces that go on there. Really neat. I love his fangs. Got the bottom fangs here. Look how big his mouth is. It's so cool. I love it. And then you got some fangs up here as well. And then I love the eyes. The eyes are a printed piece. And the other thing I thought was really cool is the ears. Those are painted on the inside. They are not a separate piece or anything. They're actually painted on there to give it that pink coloring. So it's very, very cool. All right, let me show you how he works. So as I mentioned, the button is right up here. So when you push on it, you can see how he flaps his wings. I don't know why this makes me laugh. It's just the way he moves that makes me laugh because, well, it's very cartoon-like, which is fantastic that he is a cartoon. And so it's cool that they made it that way, in real life. You can see how that works. So the whole mechanism is that his body is just going up and down. And because his wings are attached to these stable posts back here, that they actually stay in the same place, but because the body goes up and down is why the wings flap, because they're just on those hinges back there. Oh, I don't know if he's a bad guy. I'm assuming he's a bad guy in the game, but he's kind of cute, the way it looks, but it's really cool. Let me show you a close-up of the inner workings there. So down here at the bottom, you can kind of see what's going on. So that you make this whole little kind of Technic assembly in there, and it just moves up and down, and it's kind of like a teeter-totter. Here you can kind of see what's going on in here too. And then there's actually a rubber band in there that puts the tension on it, but you can see how that's just, it's basically a plunger that moves that up and down like that. It's a very simple mechanism. I mean, it is. There's not really that much to it. Here on this side, you can kind of see, you can see the rubber band down in there. I just hope that rubber band lasts a long time, because if it ever breaks, you're going to have to take the whole thing apart to get it to go. But you can really see how that works. So it's, like I said, it's a very simple mechanism, but everything put together and just the way everything's connected, it makes that all work the way it does. I love this thing. So there it is, the Golbat from the Pokemon Mega Building Block Set. I love this thing. I think it's awesome. It's just a fun little kit. I love that it's small. It was fun to put together. It didn't take long to put together. It wasn't super complicated. He was $21 on Amazon. That's where I found him. He was on sale. I'm not sure what he is normally. I think, I don't know. Hopefully he'll still be on sale by the time you go on there and check it out if you want to get one of these. I'll put a link in the description. This isn't a paid video or promotion video or anything like that. I just find these things on Amazon and I just think they're fun, and I think, oh, that's something that might be fun to build and play around with and do a video on. And so I like this character. Those of you that are Pokemon fans, you will definitely know who this character is. But I love it. I love the whole wing bouncing, the whole wing flapping thing. I just think he's a very cool character. All right, well, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. I very much appreciate it. And until the next time, I'll see you on the next video. So thank you very much for watching, and have a good one.